So yeah, going good. Hello in there. Hope you're having fun.
Welcome to the Ultra Family House.
What are you doing?
We're gonna cross the big ditch. All four of us. Vince and Andy and Dave, myself, and whoever is in here.
All five of us?
All five of us.
And I'm doing the circumnavigation.
Woo! We are at the north rim of the Grand Canyon. So the really cool thing about this adventure is some of our partners are doing it with us, partners and friends. Our buddy Vince from Osprey is joining the adventure, and then Dave and Andy from Precision Fuel and Hydration are coming along as well. So it's really cool to feel that love and support, you know, as I'm gestating and not throwing down at races.
We got a hotel set for the South Rim, and I'm going to be driving around and then running down and meeting them wherever I find you guys on South Kaibab.
So we had a dinner on the North Rim, circled the wagons, and camped and prepped for the morning.
Got Vince and the Westphalia. You call it the Westphalia or the Synchro?
The Westie.
Westie.
We used to have a dog that was a West Highland White Terrier. We called her a Westie too.
She's called Charlotte.
With the birth of our daughter, this is our last trip in the van here. So
this
some
is
of our
the
last
old
meals.
tent. Oh yeah. Here's the old tent.
We snuggled up and set our alarms for 4 a.m. to try and avoid some of the heat. Good morning. It's 4 a.m. We're eating eggs, having some tea, getting ready for a big adventure.
How's that little baby doing?
I think she's good. I was just asking her if she was ready for our big crossing. And she gave me a little pow-pow.
Getting a bit of meal prep. This is my meal prep for the drive.
Also, like
You got a long drive. I'm gonna go sandwich. Yeah, I got a long drive. Every day this weekend.
Yeah. No, thank you for doing that.
Yeah, happy to. Mom's having breakfast.
Yeah.
We got Andy and Dave here. Oh, Dave, step into the light. There he is. And Vince is somewhere. You guys ready to rock? 4 a.m. start.
Ready.
probably.
Absolutely.
These guys look legit with this.
You guys look so legit. Vibes were good at the North Rim. We were all super stoked to get started. There were already some people milling around, getting ready for their days too.
Here we are.
My wife's passing.
Oh, okay. So you're familiar being around them. We did not make that one. He accidentally.
I don't have it.
Oh, whoops! I accidentally kept the GoPro in my pocket, and so I have the GoPro. Rachel doesn't have the GoPro. However, Dave has one as well, so hopefully she can use his and we can get that footage over to us. Driving over to the South Rim and have a quintessential view of the American Southwest, driving the American Southwest. You ready for this? Plateaus, open highway, vast expanse of land. Look at that.
Well, I'm using ours, so
Okay.
you can, if you want to grab it at any point and talk to it and stuff, we can give you all the footage.
Maybe I will at some point.
Yeah.
We can slice it together. Whoops.
Oh, wow. Wow, that is going to be a banger of a view, and that.
The first few hours we just ambled along. The guys let me set the pace. I think we were clicking off probably 15-minute miles going downhill. It was quite leisurely.
Thank you. Yeah.
I was feeling really good early on. I felt like my energy was good. The pelvic floor felt good. I didn't have to stop and pee too many times, and I was just feeling joyful and optimistic about the day. All right, we're 3 miles in. Headlamps are off. We are having a time. One thing I ran into that I didn't think would be an issue or didn't even think to consider was my headlamp was, actually my belly was casting a shadow with the headlamp, so I didn't have excellent visibility, but man, really nothing to complain about here. I got 3 pack mules, great conversationalist, beautiful trail, feeling good. We're about 45-50 minutes in, making good time. We out here snacking.
One shot you guys want right there, which is touristy.
Cheers.
Oh yeah. Ah yeah. Hang on.
You guys eaten anything yet?
I had the chew bar, yeah.
Nice. Sneaky.
Yeah, that's the shot there.
Boop 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 ba doop boop ba doop boop boop.
For an FPT MC, I'm tempted to stop and take pictures all the time.
I know.
Get all your pictures out on the scouting trip.
I know. When I was doing the enchantments fast in Leavenworth, I was going for that FKT. I had to stop because I saw a marmot. Like, it was probably a 50-pound marmot. Huge. I had to stop and take a picture. This will make a good little sizzle reel. Descending down into the canyon was absolutely incredible, and then when it flattened out and we started getting into the box, I started feeling pretty nauseous and started to get a little bit concerned. .7 miles in, almost.
What's that?
Almost 3 hours. I'm just talking to myself. Just a little update. I feel like we've been eating pretty well. What else? Found a real bathroom to go in. That was nice. My pit stops have been less than anticipated, which is a nice surprise. Woo, you all right?
I'm good.
I got it on camera.
No, don't do that.
First rays of sun. Almost 14 miles in. Right, we're at Phantom Ranch. 4 hours, not too bad.
On the website as well.
Find somewhere to take a dip.
So yeah, we're gonna try to find a place to swim before we start the climb. Dave and Andy, wheeling and dealing. Made it to the bottom. Aja coming into Phantom Ranch, but recovered well, I think. I took a little dip in the stream. I'm feeling much better now. Also had some chafing. Places I've never had chafing. So I think that's also feeling a little bit better. Put some sunscreen on it from one of my adventure partners. Oh, here comes one. Yeah, so we're starting the big climb. Ty is gonna be running down, so we should see him at some point, which will be very exciting.
Dropping in to South Kaibab Trail and gonna go find the crew.
It's about a 4-hour drive, so he should, yeah, be making his way down to meet up with us. So yeah, going good. Hello in there. Hope you're having fun. We were slowly trundling up the climb up the South Rim, feeling pretty strong, and was very grateful for overcast skies since it wasn't too hot.
I found them. They're just down here. There they are. Hi. Looks like they're having a good time. I saw smiles, so that's a good sign. Hello.
Hello.
Starting to climb, huh?
Hi.
How was it?
So good.
Here's your GoPro.
It was so great to see Tyler and just kind of sync up with everyone. This was a pretty busy section of trail, but I was feeling bolstered by getting to see Ty for sure.
Looking strong, looking strong. Come on, everybody, give it a run, give it a run.
And then we pretended to run a little bit for the camera, though honestly this was mostly a hike.
She'll tell me all the diseases you can cure with it.
Of course.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. We stopped a lot.
Do ya?
Eat weeds.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's sweet.
Our friend Andy brought us some pizza halfway down the canyon.
We love you, Andy!
And some Fanta.
Well, I worked Cocodona a couple weeks ago.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I was at a rest stop area.
Did you really?
Yeah, my buddy Art, he did the 125, but he's all signed up for next year's 250.
Okay, we might be there.
Oh yeah?
So Andy is a lifelong family friend. I always introduce him to people as my dad's college drinking buddy, but he's just a great guy, and it was super fun to see him out there.
I actually stayed at this Coca-Cola company in Domino's here next. You're my migration partners, I reckon.
Move over for a
Yeah.
How you doing, Rach?
Really good.
Yeah?
Just got some chafing going on, but energy's good, vibes are good.
What are you looking forward to having?
I'm looking forward to having a FaceTime with Lewis and some Cooler Ranch Doritos and some chocolate milk.
Oh, I got these chips in my bag.
Oh yeah,
I've just been
That's okay.
carrying around a bunch of extra weight.
thank you. Love you.
Love you too.
Look at that view. That's what we came for. It's unreal.
You can't really even fully take it in.
No,
Just like
it's too vast, isn't it?
my tiny little brain is just like, wow.
When you see the people, it gives you a bit of scale, doesn't it?
Yeah. At this point we were going slow, but it was okay. We weren't in a hurry and we were just taking in all the beautiful views.
Ate it. Fantastic. Well done, everybody. Yes, Tyler. Yeah.
Good job.
Woo! That's right.
Now I can sit.
Well, we gotta get the cars.
Yes.
Don't stir them over.
I know.
A little more of this sand to have a little deal with, and we'll be doing it.
It's getting there. Grand Canyon day 2, but it's a little different today. Rachel opted out of the second day.
Yeah, I actually felt pretty good after yesterday. My biggest issue was some chafing in between my butt cheeks, which seems to have largely resolved. But I didn't feel like I had to push it or prove anything to anyone. Just because I could do something doesn't mean I should. So we shuttled the cars back, hello, to the North Rim and had a leisurely morning, had some breakfast, and now going to meet Dave and Andy somewhere along the way. We already saw Vince. He decided to push a little harder, so he's already finished and crushed it. 6 hours or so crossing. So yeah, proud of our pals, and also proud of myself for just listening to my body and not pushing anything. Because the thing about the Grand Canyon is, if something goes wrong, there's not really a bailout option, is there?
Mama's moving pretty well. Staying spry in that 3rd trimester.
We're driving home, maybe an hour outside of Salt Lake City. Yeah, did the rim to rim yesterday and was thinking about going back today, but ultimately just decided I didn't need to do that. My body actually felt really good. I was a little bit sore, but like pelvic floor felt good, energy felt pretty good. I just didn't feel like I needed to do it, or I guess really wanted to, and also felt like there was a risk of going too hard. And I think the thing with being in the Grand Canyon too is like once you drop down in there, you got to climb back out. And seeing our friends climbing out today, they said it was a lot hotter than it was yesterday. So I think I made the right call.
I think also, like you were just saying, how like this has been a hard stretch between the pregnancy and, you know, lots of trips and travel, and of course residency, and that, you know, you're like kind of feeling your joy kind of bubble back up.
Yeah.
And like, why not quit while you're ahead here rather than like risk making it? Like, it was a positive experience.
Yeah, it was great. So yeah, just kind of preserving that, I think.
Nice job.
Felt good, thank you.
So do you have any reflections or advice just from your experience now from pregnancy that would be helpful for others?
In terms of running, or
I think mostly
just
running, I guess. Maybe not. Maybe it can go in different directions.
Yeah. I mean, I think having had a second pregnancy, and being able to compare it to the first is just, I've heard a lot of people say that every person's different, every pregnancy is different, and that is very true for me right now. And I realize that, yeah, to some this might seem really inspiring, like, wow, you did this really cool adventure pretty late in your pregnancy. And to others, it's like, that's not a realistic expectation or goal to do something like that. And so just being okay with setting your own barometer for what you want to do. And for me, this pregnancy around, I'm not running nearly as much as I was when I was pregnant with Lewis, just because I'm more tired and running doesn't feel as good. And so I've been doing a lot more hiking, a lot more cycling, just like lower impact things that still kind of get my heart rate up and feel really good, but really pretty minimal actual running. What do you think? What do you think, having seen both of them?
Yeah, this is definitely a different one, but I think our life circumstances are so different as well, and that plays into it. And
yeah, and by circumstance he means we now have a 2.5-year-old, and I'm in residency, often spending 80 hours a week in the hospital. Whereas before, we obviously didn't have a kid, and I was in medical school, which was challenging, but it was definitely less hours and lower stress. I think the biggest thing about exercise or running in pregnancy is that you can still do it, but it's gonna look different. I think the actual recommendation is you can continue your pre-pregnancy level of exercise. So think about kind of what you were doing before and what feels reasonable to you, but also realize that there's gonna be some modifications in place. You're gonna definitely need a lot more water, and just have more safety mechanisms in place. Like for this adventure, I went with 3 very able-bodied friends that carried stuff for me, and we had a Garmin tracker that we could send out help signals to, and really just took our sweet time and cooled off a lot. So just be kind to yourself. I would love to see kind of what other pregnant people are doing, how they're modifying their exercise. So please head to the comment section and let us know how you're continuing to move your body, or if you're not able to, kind of what you're doing to keep your joy levels intact.